What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So, I guess this was the thing here. You know, Karen Bass got back into the country and things like that. While she's on a trip to Ghana, California is burning itself to the ground, and the leadership out there seems to be totally trash. Now, we know Trump called Gavin out about his neglect of California and things like that. And Mayor Bass, she needs to be called out as well for her neglect. Now, what the hell she was doing over in Ghana, who knows, but maybe we'll find out. But the thing of this is, once she really figured out that her city was on fire, she should have been on the first plane smoking back if that was the case, or never should have left in the first place. But listen, look, at this point, that's not here nor there. We're about to go here now and check this out. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Los Angeles residents are furious as wildfires engulf their city, turning it into an apocalyptic nightmare, while Mayor Karen Bass was thousands of miles away in Africa. Bass, who was attending the inauguration of Ghana's president as part of a Biden administration delegation, faced harsh criticism online. Residents slammed her absence.
Here we go. Still holding up Biden agendas. Still trying to hold up Biden agendas while all of California is going up in flames.
Demanding her resignation. Commenters on social media included, "Why are you in Ghana? LA is burning to the ground." Even Rick Caruso, who narrowly lost the 2022 mayoral race to Bass, didn't hold back. Speaking to Fox 11, Caruso called the situation a failure of leadership.
I bet you they wish they had picked him instead of her. I guarantee you, I bet you they wished.
Highlighting reports of bone-dry hydrants hampering firefighters' efforts. He challenged reporters to ask the mayor why there's no water for these fires. Former acting director of national intelligence Richard Grenell also weighed in, accusing national media of ignoring Bass's absence during the crisis. Bass's office announced she was en route back to LA as criticism intensified. But many residents, including conservative commentator Ashley Hayek, were outraged, calling it insane that the mayor was on a taxpayer-funded trip while their city burned. Bass, who took office in 2022, now faces mounting pressure to address the crisis and her controversial absence during one of LA's most harrowing moments.
For more stories.
Okay, so yeah. I mean, definitely, though, even whether she was en route or not, this is the thing here. She had no business, going over there in the first place. But now, of course, she went over there for some situation that Biden had going on. Biden probably should have went. I mean, well, should nobody be going over there right now? Screw that. We don't have time to go see other presidents get inaugurated in other countries and shit. We don't have time for that over here. We got our own issues that we haven't even swept around our own front door yet. Sitting around here with all this craziness going on. This is wild. Let's go here now and let's see this. You know what I'm saying? They caught her at the airport. Here we go.
Mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass, is under intense scrutiny after she was abroad visiting Ghana when the wildfires broke out in the city. She was seen returning to the country at the city's airport, where she refused to comment on the situation.
Fire chiefs say that they're really stretched to the limit and running out of water. What have you got to say to that? Have you no response to that? Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position?
Hey, everybody probably gonna be sick of Elon for it's over with, man, because he's snapping on people too behind the scenes. All right, so we're about to go here next. And apparently she did a press conference here. Let's see, what was this? From my time, it was like 12 hours ago when the press conference went down from the time of me making this video. All right. So we're about to dive off into it and see what she has to say here. Let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Good evening, everyone. I stand here today with incredible sympathy and concern about the devastation and the tragedy that our city and county are facing. And I definitely want to send my condolences to the families who lost loved ones, to the families and neighborhoods who lost property. This firestorm is the big one in magnitude. Hurricane force winds are usually accompanied by rainstorms, but these are hurricane force winds that are combined with extremely dry drought conditions. To provide context, at 10:20 a.m. yesterday, the Palisades fire was at 10 acres. 12 minutes later, it was at 200 acres. To those who fled their homes, especially those who have lost your homes, our hearts are breaking for you, and we stand with you. I know the world.
I mean, I get it. You know, of course, she has to say things like that. And, you know, I'm not going to judge whether or not she's being sincere about what she's saying. All I'm saying is, though, why aren't the fire hydrants and things like that out there working like they're supposed to? This is making no sense. Why isn't the fire department properly funded and equipped with the things that they need to fight the fires that we know California have every fucking year? What are y'all doing? Why are you trying to defund the fire department that you need to fight the fires?
Is looking at images of our city's devastation. I have seen the front lines of the Palisades fire, and it is staggering. I've been in constant contact with our fire commanders, with county, state, and federal officials. I took the fastest route back, which included being on a military plane, which facilitated our communications. So I was able to be on the phone the entire time of the flight. We are fighting for you and everyone in Los Angeles. Thank you to our first responders who waded in the flames, pulled people from cars, and got them to safety no matter how dangerous. And thank you to everyone who heeded our warnings to evacuate. Tonight, more people may get evacuation orders, and if they do, please leave immediately. If you have an evacuation warning, get ready to go. Protect yourself and each other, and support our firefighters on the front lines. Our strategy included preparations and pre-deployment, and it now includes fire crews from around the state and from our federal partners. We are also adapting in real time. These winds continue to blow. So let me be clear. I am making sure that we leave no resource untapped. Firefighters are now on scene from across the state and across the country. I spoke with President Biden today and Governor Newsom earlier today, and they assured me of full federal and state support. As we head into tonight, we are...
Okay, so is FEMA going to get on the ground? Does FEMA have money now, all of a sudden, to get on the ground to help these people? Or are they going to come in with the $750 that they tried to give those people in North Carolina? I mean, I'm just asking here. I'm just asking.
Still facing strong and erratic winds. In Palisades and in Sylmar, we are very much in an active firefight. I can report to you that the Woodley fire, however, in the Sepulveda Basin is under control. I can also report that finally air operations have resumed, and that is a big deal, but it is up to the winds as to how long the air support can continue. But these conditions are highly volatile. We've seen a devastating fire in the Pasadena area. Fires have sparked up in Simi Valley and on the LA and Ventura County line. And as our firefighters do battle on the front lines, all of us must be vigilant. So if you receive an evacuation order, please leave immediately. If you receive a warning, get ready, protect yourself and protect each other, and don't divert firefighters from our strategy. Signals are out and the roads have debris. So stay off the roads unless you are evacuating or have another emergency. Be prepared, food, water, medicine, a bag packed and ready. Again, this is an active situation. and conserve water to the extent that you can. We want to make sure that we are ready if we need more water.
So they want to make sure they're ready if they need more water. But the whole point of this situation that they're dealing with in California, there's no water out there. Now I get it, drinking water. I understand. Woo, okay. If they need, okay, so where are you going to get this water that they need? And where are the people going to go? Their houses are burning. Where is the shelters and stuff like this at? I mean, this is a lot here. You got to think about this. Think this through. They had to take people out of jails and all types of stuff. There's jails on fire. All, you know what I'm saying? You're not really thinking the whole traumatic situation about this. You know, where they're carrying the prisoners to and stuff like that. Where they're taking, you know, and I mean the jails. And I'm assuming that the Sears prisons are kind of set off, not close to the city like that. I'm assuming. I don't know. But yeah, though, this is wild right here.
But make no mistake, Los Angeles will rebuild stronger than ever. Right now, if you need help, emergency information, resources, and shelter is available. All of this can be found at URL. Los Angeles, together is how we will get through this. Through the heroism of our firefighters, the vigilance of Angelenos, and the spirit of our city. This is a big moment. It is a big moment for all of us to come together, for Angelenos to be united, for Angelenos to be prepared to help each other. This is who we are. LA will rise, and make no mistake, I am confident that we will rebuild. And with that, I would like to introduce LA County Board of Supervisors.
Okay, so listen, look, that was the end of it, basically. This can't be denied here. And she's talking about rebuilding. It's going to take a decade or more to rebuild that. And then you got to think about it. How long once the fire actually do die out, if, you know, and that's probably going to be months before this fire just really subsides. And Jesus, man, you talk about rebuilding. So people are going to be displaced in California for at least a good 10 years. So nobody can rebuild on these places right now. You got to let the ground cool down. Then you got to come in and with proper equipment, bulldoze a lot of things, move stuff around. You know, you're going to have to evacuate. I know the one video I showed you guys about the cars and stuff like that. We're in the middle of the street that were abandoned, things like that. Roads are closed. It's a lot that California is going to have to do to regroup from this. You know, on the big picture, this is not going to be something that's going to be able to bounce back next year or the year after. These people are going to have to permanently move for at least a good 10, 15 years. Probably 20. You know, man, it is what it is at this point, you know, and they didn't properly prepare. They cut the budget for the fire department out there. Gavin just walking around there being stupid. He didn't want to put strategical things in place to keep the water flowing properly for the citizens while they're trying to protect wildlife and all this other type of crap. Man, Jesus, man. And now, you know, you got her coming back in town, talking out the side of her neck, you know, and California all messed up, bro. And I agree with Trump. They messed up a beautiful place. Now, I've never been to California, but I've seen pictures and stuff like that. And I have family that lives out there as well. So it's not like I'm just talking out the side of my neck either. I do have family that live out there and they're going through it right now. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, of course, you know, they have a home with me regardless. But, you know, it's just, man, this is sickening the way that they've been treating California, man. And it's sad. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.